A 29-year-old man, simply identified as Gift, has been reportedly shot dead during his birthday party by police operatives in Delta State. The incident occurred at about 10:30 p.m. on Friday at a popular drinking bar at Obinomba community of Umukwata Clan in Ukwani local government area of Delta State. It was gathered that the operatives allegedly shot sporadically into the air before allegedly shooting the deceased, whose wife reportedly gave birth about 3 months ago. Gift, who was hit by the police bullet, was said to have been rushed to Dominion Medical Center in Ubiaruku, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Sources who witnessed the incident alleged that nothing incriminating was found on the celebrant and his friends before one of the operatives shot directly at him. Some of the boys that were with him said the policemen just drove down without interrogating anybody. They started shooting into the air and then aimed at the boy, shot him. They allowed him to bleed to death. When they noticed that the young man was bleeding and gasping for air, they immediately rushed him to Dominion Medical Center here in Ubiaruku. But on arrival, the guy was confirmed dead and then they dropped him and zoomed off. One of the witnesses alleged the incident led to a massive protest from residents of the community, comprising of women and youth, who blocked the Ubiaruku section of the ever-busy Saple Abraka Agbo Expressway to demand for justice. The protesters demanded the arrest, dismissal, and prosecution of the officers involved in the killings of the victim. Meanwhile, troops of the Nigerian army have been deployed to Ubiaruku and Obinoma areas of Ukwani local government area to restore normalcy. Chairman of Ukwani local government area, Possible Ajede, was said to have led a team of military officers to meet with the deceased family and members of the community. Ajede, while addressing the community, appealed to the protesters to open the barricades to allow vehicular movement, even as he vowed to get to the root of this ugly incident and ensure that justice is served. Efforts to get clarification from the acting spokesman of the Delta State Police Command, DSP Bright Edafe, was unsuccessful as he could not be reached for reaction. Cases like this, we know they will say that justice will be served, but truly, it doesn't bring back the dead person. This is truly a sad event. A young man has just been killed while celebrating his birthday party. A young man just simply identified as Gift, 29-year-old. And this same thing, this was one of the things Nigerians were protesting against during the hashtag #EndSARS about a year ago, last year, October. The way policemen, the way they behave themselves, we hear of this every now and then. Policemen just opening fire, the ones who are trigger happy and all sorts. Well, we know very well that after the protest, Buhari's government gave in and they scrapped the SARS unit, SARS department. But the big question Nigerians have always asked, who makes up that SARS unit? They are still police officers. So if they scrap that unit, definitely the police officers are still operating, they're still functioning in one capacity or the other within the Nigerian police force. These guys, they truly need a lot of reorientation, the way they behave. But the most worrying part is that this happens constantly. There is always a reoccurrence. Before this young man was just shot. Now the man identified as Gift, the 29-year-old. Let's remember one just happened in Lagos a couple of days ago, where a police officer shot someone that was just by the way a school girl. So it happens. These police officers, they need to go through proper orientation. We know right now that the DSP is stating that this is going to be investigated. Thorough investigation is going to take place. But someone has died. It will not bring back the life of the person. As a result of the police officer shooting this young man, they blocked the motorway, the Abraka road. They blocked it. However, it was reported that in the military they've come to appeal to the community people to take out the barricade so that vehicular movement can pass, so that it will not lead into something else. But this issue has to be looked into seriously, because if we look back, hashtag NSAS, when it got to that point when Nigerians were demanding an end to all of this, end to police brutality, if we look back up till now, police brutality has it truly ended? It has not ended, because we still have these sort of experiences, these sort of occurrences, and sadly, it leads to loss of life. This is a young man who has just lost his life, 29 years old, and it was reported that there was really nothing incriminating on him. It's not as though the police came for him that we got word you are a person of interest. We need to investigate you. We need to interrogate you. We need to ask you some questions. Nothing of that. They just shot. They just opened fire. It's truly unbelievable. Very unbelievable. The police force, they still need a lot of work. Hashtag NSAS. Let it not be in vain. We know even during that protest, that massive protest, see the way Nigerians, innocent citizens, lost their lives. Till now, no one has been even held accountable for that incident. No one has been held accountable for passing out the order. Remember how they were playing the blame game between Lagos State Governor and the military? You were the one that sent us. We were not there. Back and forth. They were just going back and forth, back and forth. But we know that President Buhari was just behind all of this to end the protest, because we know under the law, if any protest in any nation lasts for 30 days, United, more than 30 days, United Nations will step in definitely. And Buhari just didn't want that. It was almost getting to that. He knew what was going to happen, and the other way was to use force. His government is all about force. So Nigerians are demanding end to police brutality. Police brutality has not stopped in this country. Coupled with everything we're facing, the insecurity we're dealing with, the hardship that is still in the country, Buhari's bad government, then police will still be brutalizing innocent citizens. I just imagine how this family will be feeling right now. The report also says that the young man, the wife, just had a baby about 3 months ago. It's truly going to be a sad one for this family. I pray that God rests his soul and God will give the family the grace to bear this loss. And even as the investigations or whatever they will do will not bring the young man back, but at least those who are responsible for this pain, this unbearable pain, at least they should pay for the consequences. They should pay for their actions. And probably this, if they treat this seriously, maybe it might prevent occurrence in the future. Something really needs to be done about the police force and the way they act out there. Well, guys, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.